Okay, I'd like to call the October 13th, 2025 Peachtree City Planning Commission meeting to order. Other citizens of the United States would please rise and join me in pledging allegiance to the flag of our country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone this evening to, again, the October 13th meeting. We do have two items on the agenda for this evening, but I'm going to go ahead and start off to staff. Any announcements?
No, sir, not at this time.
Would we like to announce?
Oh, yes, please
Okay.
do so. Thank you.
So we do have, we did have appointments, new appointments to the Planning Commission, and those took effect basically the beginning of October. So we do have our newest commissioner, Hans Gant. Like to welcome you to the Planning Commission. Would you like to give a little bit of background on yourself?
Sure. My wife and I have lived in Peachtree City since 2017. And we also have our oldest son and his family living here in Peachtree City. I retired from work in the year 2000. I spent the first years of my career as a city planner. Matter of fact, I ended up my planning career as director of city planning in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
After that, I went to work for the private sector and was in real estate development and construction. But the most of my time in my career was in economic development. Retired from the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce as the senior vice president of economic development, and that kind of ended my career. So that's a short.
Excellent. Thank you very much, and welcome to the commission.
Thank you.
And as you can see, we have varying experiences and backgrounds, and it's always great to have another person with a lot of experience and background in what we do here. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any presentations?
No, sir, not at this time.
Okay. Agenda changes.
Yes, sir, I believe there's a discussion that we would like to have a vote on the co-chair. And
That is correct. Yeah, and as we do, we're going to do things a little bit different, but our prior co-chair has moved into an alternate position, so we have to go and elect a new co-chair for the remainder of this year. In January, we will hold a full election for chairman and co-chair at that time, or vice chair. So what I'd like to go ahead and do is make a motion to amend the agenda to hold an election for the vice chair. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to amend the agenda to vote for a co-chair in a second. Any discussion? None? Okay, all those in favor of amending the agenda to vote for a co-chair signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, that passes, we're going to go ahead and have an election for a co-chair. And what I'd like to do, I would actually like to nominate Commissioner Andrew Kriz as co-chair. Commissioner Kriz, do you accept?
I do.
Okay, so we have a motion, we have a nomination to elect Commissioner Kriz as co-chair. Any discussion from the commissioners? No? Okay, if not, all those in favor of electing,
Did you need a second for that?
we can. I think that's good. I'm just moving right along. I'm sorry. Want to get to those new agenda items.
Yeah.
So we have a motion to nominate Andrew Kriz in a second. All those in favor of electing Andrew Kriz as the vice chair signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. You are elected as vice chair, Commissioner Kriz. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, minutes. So we have the minutes as submitted for the Planning Commission meeting from September 22nd, 2025. Hopefully everyone's had an opportunity to review those. Any additions, deletions, changes to that?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I have one. On the second paragraph on page 3 of the agenda packet, It reads that I move to add a text amendment regarding golf cart parking to the next planning commission agenda, but our planning director has informed us that that actually should have been the city council agenda. So I guess I'd like to make a motion to make that change, to change it to from planning commission to city council.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that is correct. So there's a motion to amend the minutes to change from the text amendment coming back to the planning commission to going to city council. And just a little bit behind that, we can go ahead and initiate a text amendment. Once we agree that we want to initiate that, that moves on to city council. City council will then discuss and debate that. If they are in agreement, they do have the route to go ahead and send that back to us. And then we would go ahead and put everything together based upon any input that they might have. So we have a motion to amend. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion to amend the minutes as stated. Any second? Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion to amend the minutes from September 22nd to change from Planning Commission to City Council is passed, or is approved.
Sir Chairman,
Yes,
may I ask for a point of clarity?
absolutely.
So for that item, if our new co-chair could explain exactly what he would like to see in that ordinance, that would also be very helpful. I think I have an idea, but I want to hear directly from you if possible.
Yeah, you want me to do that right now?
If you could, just
Sure.
for the record.
Yeah, I mean, so as I was discussing, I think the last time, in the last meeting when we brought this up, is I'd like to see a provision that allows an applicant that's coming to us with a site plan to substitute up to 5 required parking spaces with golf cart parking spaces.
So an incentive.
Yeah, it's basically just allowed, because right now, the way it's worded, if you only have, you have to have a certain number of spaces. And if you don't have room for additional golf cart spaces, it doesn't allow that developer, that property owner to substitute, if you will, the golf cart parking for regular vehicle parking.
Understood.
And so I'd like to see at least 5 spaces allow for a substitution, so that when it's a tight fit, we've seen that several times here on the planning commission, that we can approve such a request.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll move to approve the minutes from the September 22nd Planning Commission meeting as amended.
Okay, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve as amended and a second. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor of approving the minutes as amended from the September 22nd, 2025 Planning Commission meeting signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Minutes approved as amended. Okay, item 7, old agenda items. We have none, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, so item 8, new agenda items. The first is the conceptual site plan, White Oak Dental, 500 Stevens Entry. And I'll go ahead and turn that over to staff.
So this is an interesting parcel. Is this, it's not on, is it? Is it? Okay, there we go, just to get close. This is an interesting parcel. The property is made up of 2 parcels. One is in the, oops, how do I get it to, there we go. One is in the front that borders the road, and then one is behind. And this was rezoned in 2014 because they wanted to subdivide the property, but they wanted to do it in such a way that the building and parking setbacks did not apply to the middle property line there that would divide the 2 parcels. And there was also a stipulation in the conditions of the rezoning that the new building, so at the time that they rezoned, and we get to the site plan, I'll show you, there was an existing building. And the idea was to have a new building on that second parcel in the back, and it could not exceed 4,881 square feet. So, here we have, let me point out what was existing, or what is currently existing. Existing conditions are this building and all of this parking already exists, and currently there's a little turnaround here for the parking. The proposal is for the new building at 4,880 square feet, so it does meet that zoning condition. And they would like to remove this turnaround and add 10 golf cart spaces, right here where the red mark is. Just to reiterate, so along this property line, there are no setbacks associated with it. So the front setback is out here at the street, not affecting this parcel. The rear setback is 20 feet, and on the sides is 10. There are, on the new parcel, there will be 29 parking spaces, regular parking spaces for autos, and 10 golf cart parking spaces. And overall, there will be a total of 70 parking spaces between the two lots and 10 golf cart spaces. Just as a side note, this portion of Stevens Entry that runs between State Route 74 and Peachtree Parkway is considered a village collector, thus one of our major thoroughfares, and it will require an architectural review in the future. And that's all I have for you.
Okay, thank you, staff. Do we have the applicant or representative? Could come to the microphone and please state your name and who you represent.
Is this on? All right. I'm Jeff Collins with Rochester DCC. I'm a civil engineer representing White Oak Dental. Laura did a fine job summarizing. I'll hit a couple of key points, right? It's a pad-ready site. Infrastructure's there, previously designated for medical office use. That's what we're doing here, is trying to build what was planned for previously, right, within the square footage allowed on there, taking advantage of existing parking, existing infrastructure, and again, adding the 10 golf cart parking spots. Certainly want to address any kind of questions you guys have, but don't want to overdo it either. She handled it very well.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to open up to questions of either the applicant or staff. And Commissioner Halverson?
What am I not seeing? In other words, were the utilities already there? Is that why you cited the building where you did?
Yes, primary infrastructure is available. You're talking about the orientation of it?
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
just seems a little
Yeah.
forced in there.
Well, certainly with the setbacks and everything. Yeah, what do you want to add?
From a functional standpoint,
Yeah.
the way the halls need to roll to fit the way we run our clinics, that's kind of how it had to sit. And when you're coming up the road, you can see the front better if it's angled that way.
Gotcha.
So when you're coming up that, it's an uphill. When you're coming up that drive, if it was kind of spun, you wouldn't see it.
Okay.
So that's part of it. And then the way our halls, we got to hide the kids that are unhappy to see us kind of around. So
Okay.
that we're kind of limited on, that's why it's catty corner,
Gotcha.
visibility and just straight function. We have 2 other clinics with a similar floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just doing the same thing that we have a unit here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
Thanks for
why-
that explanation. That helps
Yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And if you see the internal layout, that'll make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Better than the civil explanation, for sure.
I'm sure there's a great watershed.
Yeah, we will.
Commissioner Chris?
Yeah, I have just a question for staff. With eliminating the turnaround, does that need to be assessed by like the city engineer or the fire department to make sure that there's a sufficient space?
Correct. So when we get to the construction drawing reviews, the fire marshal is part of that, and he will assess that.
Great. So they may have to come back to us if things change after that review. Is that correct? Or
Well,
could
if
just
it,
be
if it
agreed?
was a significant change,
Okay.
perhaps.
Yeah.
But if it's something minor,
Then no.
then probably not, no.
Okay, yeah, no further questions from me.
Commissioner Allen? Yep. Commissioner Gant?
Just one question.
Sure.
Are the number of parking spaces shown, does that meet the building permit requirements?
It,
Or zoning requirements?
yes, it does. There was a chart on the second page. I don't know if you have it with you. The parking ratio for medical offices is 1 per 250 square feet. And therefore, it comes up with a total of 38 spaces required. And they're providing 70.
Gotcha, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
That's it.
No? Commissioner Allen?
I don't have any questions.
I don't have any either. Commissioner Gant, I'll go ahead and come back to you. Any comments? No comments? I'm sorry. Okay. Commissioner Allen, any comments?
Negative.
Commissioner Kriz?
Yeah, I'm just happy to see further development on the site, and welcome to the city. I think it's going to be a great addition to that area. Happy to see it.
Commissioner Halverson?
No further comments.
And the only comment again is same. I'm familiar with that area, and it's nice to go ahead and see development in there, especially from a medical standpoint. I think we all realize that, I don't want to say lacking, but there is always a growing need for medical facilities, in every way, shape, or form. So it's nice to see that.
40% of our unit office lives here.
Sorry.
40
These
pieces.
proceedings are filmed and recorded. Could you get up to the microphone for us so everybody can hear you?
I appreciate it. Thanks.
I was going to say, 40% of our Noonan patient population lives here. So they drive over to see us. So
Great.
we're excited to come and feeling a lot of pressure from them to get here quickly. So,
Understand.
yeah, great. Thanks.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions or comments? No? So, looking for a motion from the dais. Do we have a motion? For approval? Would you
Move
like?
for approval.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
So, okay, so we have a motion to approve and a second. Any other comments, questions? No? As such, all those in favor of approving the conceptual site plan, White Oak Dental, 500 Stevens Entry, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the conceptual site plan is approved. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to building elevation modification, dental offices, 100 Gates Entry, and to send it back to staff.
So just to remind you where this is located, we're on the very south end of town, up in the Stars Mill area. At the head of the Gates subdivision, there are 2 office parcels. This one was constructed not all that long ago. This is 100 Gates Entry, currently under construction, and it is zoned OI office with conditions. When it was rezoned, it had conditions put on it. So the architects have come back to us. They would like to modify the stone that was originally approved for the facade of the building. And we'll flip back and forth between these two. So right here we have the, and again, these colors do not show up very well on the screen. They were probably a little bit better in your packet, but you can see that the only thing that's changing, so the brick remains the same, and these colors here, this is the stone that's changing. Again, doesn't read very well, but the existing stone, I believe it's Harbor Jefferson. What does that say? Forgot to write it down in my.
Harbor Bluff.
Harbor Bluff.
Oh, there it is. Harbor Bluff. Thank you. And the proposed stone is called Silver Dunes. I did bring, we can hold them up if you'd like for video purposes, but I set down there in front of that table the 2. On the left is the originally approved stone, and on your right is the new is the new stone.
Should I go hold those up for this one? Oh, for the camera,
So the audience can see what we're looking at. This is the Harbor Bluff approved stone. It's got a little more color in it than the Silver Dunes, which is basically all gray, even though it doesn't look like it in the picture. It's the actual sample.
Picture shows more pink.
What it definitely does, doesn't it? That's why we brought these. So just to reiterate some architectural requirements that were established for these parcels during the rezoning was one, the architectural design, building materials, and color selection shall be residential in character to complement the homes within the subdivision. And then secondly, all sides of the office buildings and associated structures shall include similar architectural detailing, building materials, and color selection. So again, the only change is to change from one stone to the other. Still residential in character. Let me jump back to the renderings for you. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, staff. We have the applicant or applicant rep. You'd please give your name and who you represent.
Jefferson Brown, and I represent this project, Peachtree Professional Center. We did a large-scale mock-up, and by time we ordered the original samples that you have here, and then the lot that was provided and was built on site, the clients weren't really happy with. So they asked for the alternative, which was, that was the original first choice that we brought back, and it is available in production now. It's complementary to Dr. Bergassa's office. The configuration would be the same. The buildings, we wanted them to be different, but we wanted to be complementary. The neighborhood, HOA, has been out and looked at the samples too, and we felt like this was close enough that it's like paint. Let's bring it back. We're probably being overcautious, but wanted to be cautious enough, keep the neighborhood informed, and let them know that we've made recommend the owner would like to make this change, and we thought we'd just better bring it here and let you know why.
Great, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with Commissioner Gant. Any questions?
The question is, what kind of a response did you get from the community?
They enjoy that one, and they feel it's actually closer to the palette that got built was very, very brown. So it didn't complement as well as this sample does that we brought today.
Commissioner Allen?
No, I don't have any questions.
Commissioner Kriz?
No questions.
Commissioner Halverson?
Not many questions, but I do appreciate you being upfront and actually going through the process, even though you may not have had to. So it's very much appreciated that you want to bring it back forward again just to make sure before spending all that time and money
Yes, sir.
to
Thank
put
you.
it up. So that's excellent.
Absolutely. Any other comments? No. Commissioner Kriz?
No, looks great, as always. Thank you.
Commissioner Allen?
No, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. No, and again, Commissioner Halverson said, thank you for bringing that back in front of us. I agree, it is enough of a change, but not that much. And it does look good, and if I remember correctly, it does complement the other building that was built. So that is great. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. We have a motion.
Yeah, I'll move to approve the building elevation modifications for the dental offices at 100 Gates Entry.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the building elevation modifications, dental offices, 100 Gates Entry, and a second. Any other comments, questions? No? Okay. All those in favor of approving the building elevation modifications, dental offices, 100 Gates Entry, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the building elevation modifications, dental offices, 100 Gates Entry are approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you all please take your samples with you? I don't want to carry them back downstairs.
I don't want my wife to see him. Something else I got to do with that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have no public hearings this evening.
None of this time.
So member staff topics, did have a comment or a question from Commissioner Kriz concerning a prior public hearing. Did you
Oh,
wanted to ask
yes,
a question
yeah.
of staff? Sorry about that.
So the public hearing that we were supposed to have at the last meeting, there was a little discontent from the audience about that not happening. Just for their edification, can we give them some clarity on when that will come back to the planning commission?
So we don't have that information before us.
Okay. So right now, we just don't know,
No,
is the
sir.
answer. Okay, thank you for providing that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, appreciate that, thank you. So right now, we don't have any agenda items for October 27th. I know that was the next UDO also. So we'll have to discuss that to see if we want to have a UDO, if we don't actually have a commission meeting.
I would propose that we just postpone the UDO to the following meeting.
Well, that would then push it to we would not be having a meeting on December 24th.
Yes, that's correct.
So we will have to discuss then if there are items for the second December meeting.
Well, we've got November.
2nd November.
I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm a month
Right.
ahead. The second November meeting, so
Right.
that would be, November, I was thinking December, November 24th, not
Correct.
December 24th. Yep, that is correct, it would be
But
the
even
second one.
that's Thanksgiving.
But yeah, that is Thanksgiving
That is true,
week.
so we would have to move that meeting one way or the other if we had agenda items for that. So I think we probably need to have a little bit more discussion to see how the items are looking for those meetings.
Yes, sir.
And Commissioner Gant, I don't know how much detail or information you have on the UDO. Do you have any? Okay, so unfortunately, Commissioner Hamner is not here this evening with us. Commissioner Hamner is the chair of the UDO. So what we are working on as a commission, and it basically started off as you might as well call it a grassroots effort, is to develop a unified development ordinance for Peachtree City. Doing this for a number of years, working with staff. There was an attempt made a couple years ago to do it. Unfortunately, it just did not work out. But we see a need for it, very much a need. So that's what we've been working on for, goodness, how long has it been now?
Over a year.
It's been over a year, it has. And we're making progress, albeit, slowly, because it is such a monumental undertaking, really. We actually had the representative from Fayetteville come in, they did it, but they have a lot more staff. It was handled internally. And we're basically working with staff and the planning commissioners who are on the UDO to do this.
Gotcha.
So it is quite a, like I said, monumental uplift to do it. So when Commissioner Hamner comes back, he can definitely provide a lot more details as to how things are going, what things are looking like. But your experience, your expertise will definitely be beneficial to this effort as we move forward. So just a little teaser as to what's going on the UDO. So, okay. Anything else, staff? Anything? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
One question. We had a topic come up in the past about landscaping. And then we had a discussion, whereas Commissioner Hamner was going to do some additional writing for our position. When will that topic come back up for discussion?
So I believe once he has that file completed, we'll know more then, because I know he's still doing some finalization on that file. And then once he does, I'm hoping it can go before you in November.
Right.
That's what my hope is, but I'm sure he'll have it prepared soon. So.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Great. Good question. Thank you. Okay. If there's nothing else, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? Motion to adjourn in a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.